Well, welcome everybody again to Solving the Gap podcast. Today is actually a wonderful day of Irish heritage, and since I'm from the O'Shea clan, let's talk about drama. No, so
Did you know that I had background in Irish too? Did we talk about that?
Just because you knew somebody from Ireland doesn't mean you have an Irish background.
No, I've been there.
That's how we start. So,
actually, Irish Welsh is my.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You look more Irish than I do.
Yeah, you look a little.
I look kind of
German and Indian.
Yeah, I feel that way sometimes.
Yeah.
Joe and I had talked about the drama that is unfolding in front of everybody,
Yep.
across business, across families. Everybody's feeling the effects of this thing that's going on. I would call it this
Right.
thing. And so we wanted to talk about what's going on from our vantage point and panic that happens in the world.
Yeah.
And today is a great way to discuss how not to panic.
Right.
And so whatever state you're in, I would like to begin with this and try to make it short and beautiful and sweet. I come from a background called do what you do no matter what. So the leader tells you one thing. It's the SEAL background is we don't take support from leaders very well. So
Right.
we do the basic things in our own life all the time and don't really wait to be told what to do. So I'd like to start with that. And when you're watching us on Facebook Live and Instagram Live, first of all, don't panic.
Don't panic. That's what I see as the greatest danger with what's happening. Right.
And the panic is crazy.
Because the thing that, if you look at it from a biological standpoint, because I've been thinking about this for the past couple of days. I mean, even the atmosphere in stores or in public, it feels different. You can smell the fear.
Yeah.
And anytime there's fear, panic, this part of our brain shuts down.
Yep.
The back part that says survive at all costs takes over
Yep.
and does stupid things when you're not really in danger. And I'm not saying that there's no danger of being sick and you shouldn't take precautions, but this overwhelming panic and fear is where the real danger lies. When chaos rules in the minds, I would say that's where the danger in our society is right now. That's the meltdown of any great civilization. They melted down in chaos.
Yep.
Right.
Well, and I'd like to tell a couple stories, and one of them is, I would call it a story from combat that's relevant to everybody listening today, and hopefully it will make a difference. So in combat, there are 1,000 very threatening things.
Right.
Usually your bullets or enemy.
No water, no food.
No water, stuff's going south, you don't know what to do. And what we learned to do is actually relevant today. So here's what you can do. First of all, take care of yourself.
Right.
Whether you know what's going on, whether you're threatened by all these unknowns, and since everybody's shutting down and your family's now home, take care of your family. Take care of yourself and your family. Whether you're sick or not, doesn't matter. Take care of your health first.
Right.
That's something that you can do. Everybody can do that today. And in the ensuing days, take care of your health. You can still eat, you can still drink, don't panic, don't get out of control, and actually work out.
Yeah.
Don't sit there in your bed or on the edge of watching the TV that's just going to give you 100 more unknowns to stack on the infinite unknowns.
Yeah.
Go out and work out. And not only will that be important, you'll actually feel better.
You will feel better.
And you'll actually be taking care of your health and your family at the same time. So take care of your health and do that every day, even if there's a panic ensuing or not. You should be doing that all the time.
Right.
And now that your family's at home, your kids are home, you may not be able to go to work, you may be stressed out about all the other unknowns. So your family's home. Do those things that you were going to do on a vacation, but you call it the staycation.
Staycation. Yeah.
Actually clean your room. All those
Right.
terrible things that you've been putting off, all those things are actually things that you can do.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to train my dog.
Sure you want to tell us that?
Again. my Rottweiler has just gotten to be a pain in the butt, and I've been meaning to put him through boot camp again, and all right.
And you can
Now's
do
the
that.
time.
Everybody
You
can do that.
Right?
And so take care of your family, do the things that you've always wanted to do. And one of my close friends now begrudgingly is like, oh, wow, I can't, my kids are home. And she's a filmmaker. Teach your kids how to make a film.
Yeah.
Something that you do well, you have 2 weeks to teach your kids whatever you want to teach them, teach them. Yeah. And that's much easier to deal with the knowns that you can do than the unknowns that you can't do anything about them anyway.
Tom, somebody right now is listening and goes, how's that going to help? But I have a unique vantage point of having spent the last 5 years getting to know you and us spending time together and hearing what happens when chaos rules. And you told a story one time about being pinned down with a sniper, and every time you'd move your head, a bullet would hit, and you remember laying there, you couldn't hear, you knew that you had to do something, but chaos was ruling in your mind, and you just had to take an action.
Process one thing.
Process one thing. And so that's what he's talking about here. That's how valuable this is. It saved your life and many other people's lives in the process. So from his vantage point here and from me being able to see this, we see that fear and chaos is ruling right now. And you can come out the other side stronger, healthier. You can come out the other side more prepared for economic success. You can come out the other side more spiritually founded, right? You can come out the other side with your personal growth and the books that you wanted to read and having gone all into developing yourself, because right now it's like, oh my God, what do I do? What do I do? And anybody that's going, what do I do? They do nothing. And so what he's telling you is the key to overcoming this fear and chaos. It goes away when you just decide on that one thing and then take that step. Get in the gap.
Yeah, and it's relevant to our conversation of solving the gap.
Right.
Everybody now is in the gap between something that they were really good at and a place they want to, or a person they want to become, and chaos reigns in the gap. And the only way to solve those chaotic issues is really find one thing that you can do. And I'm a big fan of the 5 areas of life: your health, your ability to learn constantly. You can still grow business. If you can't meet new clients, we're meeting each other now.
Right.
Get on the Skype with your clients, because they're trying to figure out what to do as well, whether you're an investor or you're investing or you're buying businesses or you run a business. Use this opportunity to create a new way to communicate with everybody. Not only, it's because it's simple. It's solving a simple problem during chaotic evolutions that we have.
And Tom, you know what I feel about the economics of this? Is it going to be painful for a little while? Probably.
Yeah.
Is it going to hurt? Are things going to take a dive? Are small businesses going to be in real trouble? True. But I believe on the other side of that will be the greatest economic growth that we have seen ever. The people that get prepared during this season, no matter what's happening to you and your business, the people that get prepared on the other side, it'll be the greatest land grab of success that we've seen in years and years.
May, June is going to be the abundance at which we cannot even begin to comprehend.
It's exactly what I believe.
And those, and you got to understand that everybody's going to come out of this if you don't panic. Mm-hmm. Even if you get sick, by the way, don't panic. Like Stacy, my wife, and I just started an online group here locally called Neighbors Helping Neighbors, because there are people that are going to need help.
Yep.
And there are people that are available to help everybody that needs it. whether
Yeah.
you need food or, somebody to talk to, or you can do those simple things.
Right.
They don't take tons of money or time, but you can do them.
That's right.
So keep making things simple in the face of all this stuff that you're going through. And don't wait for Washington to tell you the right thing to do.
Right.
Because who knows if they can. I think they're doing as best they can, but they're left with as much unknowns as we do.
True.
And their reaction is going to be predicate to our reaction. So if we overreact, they're going to overreact.
Right.
So you can take care of yourself, you can take care of your family, read those books that are important to you, reach out to the people, because everybody texts 1,000 hours a day anyway, so that's what you can still do that without getting the virus.
Right.
And still have some great levels of communication with everybody that matters.
Yep.
And keep making it simple.
Nathan called me earlier and I said, Nate, did you brush your teeth before you called me? Because I don't want to catch this coronavirus over the phone.
It could happen.
It could something could happen.
It's not a computer virus, it's a coronavirus. We're not paying light to it,
No,
but it's
no.
important that everybody I hate the word calm down, but be patient with you and your family and your business and help the people that are around you that need it and ask for help.
That's
and
right.
There's tons of people in every community that are willing to help. And what I still say, don't wait for the government to bail you out of the chaos.
Mm-hmm.
Start digging yourself out of the chaos that
That's
you're
right.
in.
You know, I had a friend of mine that popped in my head yesterday. And I went, gosh, I wonder why he popped in my head right now. I called him up, and he has several daughters, and they're teenage to early 20s. And I said, hey, you doing okay? And he was like, yeah. He was telling me some things, and I was like, look, and his daughters were all headed to his house because they've shut down all the schools and everything. And he said, man, I just didn't have time to go get this or this or this. And I was like, bro, I got that stuff. Yeah, I got plenty of that.
Yeah.
Like, I got that food. You can have that.
Yeah.
Like, I got enough. I mean, by happen chance, we had plenty. So, man, reach out to people.
Yeah.
And this is a great time to be there for each other, right?
It is.
This is a great time for that. I didn't even know you started that community.
Yeah.
I want to be a part of that.
Yeah, Stacy and a bunch of her friends realized that a lot of the mothers that their kids were getting the food from school that was going to be dropped, and I said, well, let's just, if we can do something, let's do it now. If we wait 3 days, then
Right.
people could be in despair.
Sure.
And they've been setting up a lot of deliveries and places to go to get food and everybody's willing, like within a phone call. I'd love to participate in that. And that's valuable, and it's in that space between where everything was clear and the place you want to go, which Joe and I are calling the gap. We are here. We're in the middle where everything seems to be not controllable, but it is.
It is.
You can control a great many things in your life.
Right.
So control them.
Yeah.
Do the simple things more than everybody else does them.
I love, man, when I jump on my email and you've sent me another email or a text, and it always starts out the simple things. It's the simple thing. You control the simple things, and man, that's so powerful.
Like,
it's
yeah,
helped me.
and we were talking, what was yesterday, that you were going to send one of your employees to go do some training. I'm like, man, it's going to complicate things. He could get stuck. The family could be involved, where the family of the guy that you were training could then take a hit because he was encumbered with training.
Right.
And the solution is make it simpler. You can do a Skype training.
That's what he's doing right now.
And it is that simple. If
Yep.
you don't panic, I have to go. That's a panic, because there are a lot of things you can't control.
Right.
Things could get shut down. Commerce could get shut down. And my answer to that is, so what?
So
You can still do great things
that's right.
on a daily basis that don't require somebody else telling you what's good and what's bad.
That's right.
And all my background as a SEAL was based in massive chaos. And the way that we flourished was simplicity.
Yeah.
And you only train for simplicity. And by the way, the training always involves being healthy, continually learning, delivering value, taking care of each other, which is a relationship, and spending still times praying about what you can pray about.
That's right.
You have a lot of things that you can do right now in the position of prayer or meditation that you can still, impart some valuable, information into that space.
Oh.
Don't get in despair. It has no value.
None.
And don't get in a group that has despair. Walk away.
If you smell that, you need to move.
What were you calling that? Groupthink?
Yeah, groupthink's the most dangerous thing here. Horde mentality.
I call it Lord of the Flies.
Yeah.
When it gets so out of control, everybody believes the things are going south, and then the whole group thinks the same one thought, which is despair.
Yeah, that's a dangerous.
It is.
It's a dangerous place to be. You want to move away from that.
Yep.
Absolutely. Well,
thank you all for coming in on the live feed, and thank you, everybody, for putting this on at the last minute. I appreciate it and allowing Joe and I to contribute to you in any way. And we will go back and review all your posts and reach out to you. And if you need something, reach out to us.
absolutely.
We're available 23 for me. I'll get an hour of sleep tonight if you want. But thanks, Joe, for coming in today.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming in. I was excited when you wanted to do this and you weren't scared to be around me.
Yeah, you're sick, so I get it. But you're always sick. It's okay.
One way or another.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. We appreciate you.
Hey, thank you.